Okay, I think we're just about all there. We're all live. Oh my God, look at this. This is your chamois. I wash it and I wash it and I wash it. This is a new one at the beginning, well, 3 months ago, to be honest. I am concerned about the length of them, but lots of stamping done yesterday. I don't know, I couldn't be bothered doing much, so I sat in here, stamped and carried on like a pork chop. I made this one card. I'm just going to reach over and get it out. I decided I'm constantly looking at cards for my group for Christmas, because they like to do different cards, and I saw this one by Rachel Tessman. I love her work. It is so simple. All it is DSP, then you put it on a card base, and I've used my framed and festive retired. This is all retired. I've got to use my retired stuff up. So as much as my class have all good cards, I also have retired, and the Christmas stuff hasn't come out yet, and we do two Christmas cards each week from about October, but at the moment we do 3 birthday cards or 3 whatever cards and one after. Now if you missed last night, I'm going to do the cutest little birthday card. Isn't that gorgeous? So you could do it in pinks for a girl, or blues. Girls can have blues, but I would make it a lighter blue and make it girly. Hope your birthday is dynamite. So that was last night's card. Look at the envelope. And on the front of the envelope it's got one of these as well. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that, because that's on my both YouTube and Facebook if you want to look it up later. Oh, I've been cleaning my craft room a bit, trying to get my retired stuff out and in. So this DSP and gold is still available. So this is called Regal Distressed Patterns, and the gold foil are both still in. So if you look up in the catalogue, they're there. Lifetime of Love is there. So sometimes I'm trying to use up my retired, which was what that card is. So I'm using the 2-inch punch. I'll put it there so you can see it, so you know everything I'm using, because I'm not writing the instructions today because it's an easy card and you're not going to have to worry too much. It's pretty standard. So let's get cracking. So 2-inch, 1 3/4. I have got light cherry cobbler. I have light petulia pop, and I have Halwardus, light mossy meadow. I don't know what language that is. Halwardus, wild moss, moose. Maybe it's Swedish, I don't know, because it comes from, well, it's American. Maybe it's German, or I don't know. Last night on YouTube I had a beautiful Dutch lady, Alita, came on. My husband's mum's cousin, who we've been over to Europe and seen twice, and I absolutely love her. I didn't have any mum and dad that I grew up with, so I fell in love with her. She was just the most beautiful woman, and she came on and was chatting to me, and I could say a couple of Dutch words because I've been practicing ready, so that when we talk to Yali, that's my husband's, his cousin's name, Yali and Han, I can talk to her. But then when I was trying to work out, I could understand what she was saying. Like, it's easy to say good morning, it's good morgen, guten morgen, and so I could do all that. Anyway, let's get on with this. So, I have cut out one piece. I normally would like to do this with you. Okay, I'm just trying to grab all the bits and pieces I've got with it. I have extra scraps. Alright, so where's my cutting board? And let's get on to this. I'm just going to move that over there. Isn't it just gorgeous? I'm going to just hold it up slowly. Isn't that lovely? So it is easy peasy. This is what I call drop and plop. So just so simple and easy to make. And look, I even double whammied up the bottom. Okay, it only takes a bit of DSP. You don't have to stamp. It would have looked just as good with the DSP. And I did stamp on the envelope and colour it in. So honestly, this is so easy. So which way have I got it? This way. Alright, so now I've got everything out. I can't move. Where's my card? So my card base is the normal. If you're in America, you have it. You can make it to the different, because they do to 8. Get their cardstock goes to 8.5. Ours only goes to 8 1/4 on the one way. Otherwise, you have to cut 2, and you don't want to waste your cardstock. So this is 8 1/4, scored at 4 1/2 is 1/8. Take your blade away. Okay, first easy bit. You know how simple. A lot of times I just come along and do it without even using the there. So we've got that first. Then we've got an envelope. We have the distress paper, and so if that is 4 1/8, okay, we need, so that was 4 1/8 there, so we need to go 1 or 2 under it, and I've got a slight, so I've gone to 3 7/8. Alright, by now it's 5 1/2 we do it, so 1, 2. So if I've got that 4 1/4, that's 3 under and 3 over. So I need to do the same here. So 5 1/2, 3 under, and it's 5 1/2, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to take it to 4. And then what I'm going to do is take another, I think I took about 1 inch, but I might do 3/4 because I drew on it. I'll just do it the same. I'll take 1 inch off there. Alright, so that's for our base. I have, this is, folks, this is just so easy. Oh, hold on, I forgot my gold. Oh, I've already cut them. How's that? So in the white distressed, I have 4 7/8 by 2 7/8, and that isn't really straight. Let me have a look. I'm just going to straighten that out. Maybe that was just a piece I had. And in my gold, I have 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Alright? That's all the cutting. I just have one little bit of punching. So on my 1 3/4, I'm going to do the white. And on my cherry cobbler, I'm going to always keep your scraps, don't you? I say that every time. I am going to do that. So now what I normally do is this, is because it's now used to the capacity, I keep that piece and the rest goes in the bin. So let's put those away out of the road even. Oh look, I just found a little balloon from last night. Gotta have your balloons. Hello! Oh, I don't know what's going on. Where's my... It says I'm live. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and keep me going. And if you share, that's even more fantastic. So let's get, I'm telling you, this card is going to take you no time at all. If you can get your glue out. Alright, so when we say easy peasy, we mean it. Oh, so cold here in Melbourne. Now, have I got an inside piece? So my inside piece is a normal, oh, I've got my measurer for my sewing. It's confused. Where's my ruler? There it is. So that is 3 3/4. I normally do 3 7/8, but it's 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to pop this on the bottom here. And I'm just going to leave a little bit of white so you can see it. I don't know why I'm not seeing myself on Facebook. Let's try it again. Nette's. Oh, there it is, finally. Okay. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that, I couldn't see you sitting there. And my Facebook friends, how are you? I don't know where you're from. Obviously, it could be in the US or Australia or somewhere else. I'm from New Zealand originally, so I don't even mind that. And I have got the most tiniest slither. You can hardly see it, can you? But I can. I can't see it on that side, but I can see it there. Alright, I've got just a little bit of that. Now, this is beyond easy, guys, beyond easy. And I think sometimes, I mean, you could whack out, you know, a few of these. You could change it, because it's a lovely silver and red, you could change it to Christmas and put a nice, I've done that about 3 over. Like that. And then you could change it to a nice Christmas one. I'm going to put that in the middle. Okay, so with the stamp, let's get some stamping done. I'm going to pop that out of the road for a minute. Bring in my envelope and my thing. Inside mat. Now I have used Love You. Oops, let's get this out of the road as well. You do get a build-up of stuff, guys. You do get a build-up. So I'm going to use, these stamps are gorgeous. I'm going to show you them. Oh, that's just a smaller one. I don't like that much. That's nice. Often when cards just use that. I did a beautiful wedding card with this last year. I think it's up there, one I made. With gold. I used the wild wheat because that's like gold. And I am now looking for a block. That needs a big one. And that needs a little one. So you can get all your blocks. Go to my site, annetteFalconer.stampinup.net, and that's my thing, and you can put those numbers in I've given you and they'll help you find the product. Okay, so in my memento, I'm just going to do Love You. Alright, how easy is that? I said easy peasy. And with this one, okay, so we're going to stamp this around a few times. So on here, now because I'm just going to put, I'll show you like this, I'm going to put a little bit here. I don't want to stamp on the red, but I don't want to get all of that leaf in. Alright, and now I don't have the stamping on the red, but I do have a bit of the, well, that's a shame. Anyway, I will colour that and I'll show you how to do that. Oh, I need that again. So my envelope, make sure it's the right way. I'm going to do that. I'm going to sort of do that too. I'm not getting it all on. And you know what I should be doing is using my mat, and that's probably why I've done the inside, done the outside. Oh, well, we finished stamping, so I don't need it. Gosh, we've it's so cold. I've got a heater, but I'm still cold. I'm going to get that out. Alright, so with this, I'm going to put the gold trim around the back. And so how I've done that is I've got some tear and tape. So I'm just going to basically put about 3 or 4 on the back of the circle, and that's going to grab them all, and then I'm going to put it on the there. Did I do that in the right size? No, I didn't. Well, that will be a later on one. Let's do that in the 2-inch. I must have sillily done that in the wrong one. Easy fix. So it's great to use up all your insides. So now, because you're going to see a bit on the outside, I won't do it right to the edges, and you'll see why I'm doing this, because I'm going to do it on both sides. When I think I put that up a bit on dimensionals. Let me get some dimensionals wrapped down while I'm at it. You can never have enough, everything runs out. So I'm going to get about that much. I can do a bit more and cut a bit off. So I'm just going to fold it in half, cut that, and now I'm going to, now this is what I did. I did a loopy out there and down. Oh, come on guys, you need to tell me what I'm doing. I forgot to take that off. So when you take your tear and tape off, don't start at the end or it picks up the actual tape. Start along the side and it actually gets under and lifts it for you instead of pulling back the sticky tape, which means that you can either rip your card, and that's a bit hard. So I'm going to just cross that over and stick that out there, and that one's going to go down there. And see how they're getting stuck? And I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to put him in there and just move that over there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, oh, I've done my love yous up the wrong way, so I didn't stop and look at the love you. So I want the love you that way, so I'll do it there. Okay, start again. Cut. Cross it over and okay, and then bring them down and out, and the same with this one. Cross it over. We just want the loops really, and down through the bottom. Now I have it in the right place, so put that on there, and I'm going to put, oh, I've put tape on there, but I don't want, I want to put, I want to lift it up, give it a little lift. Okay. Oh, I might not take those off yet. Oh, what did I do? Because it's on the sticky paper, it lifted up. I'm just going to hold that for a second, and we will quickly colour these in. So I'm only doing the outlines and a little bit tighter into the rows. Now, if anyone that's watching would like a particular card set, even if it's retired, I'm okay with doing that. I like to use my retired, and I like to use, you know, get get them used and get them out. I don't like to think that we just spend all this money and then put them away because there's new things out. As a demonstrator, I have to buy the new things, but as a carder, I like to keep doing them with what I've got. Okay. So I'm just going around the outside edges, and then what I will do is be filling them in with the light Petulia Pop. Okay, so same with this one. I don't have to press too hard in these ones because I don't want it to go right through the envelope. Actually, normally I put a piece of card inside, which I've got that red. I might just pop that in the corner. So if you pop your piece of spare card in the corner on your envelope, right down, see how it's got the shadow there? Now it won't work. It won't, what do I say? It won't go through. You won't see it on the back of your envelope. Okay, very much concentration. So I'm stamping up a lot at the moment. There's a lot of Halloween. We do Halloween going out, but we don't sort of send cards in Australia, I think. I don't know why, but we just don't. In America, they send cards for everything, which is really lovely. So I've got in my cupboard here, I've got like probably over 100 cards that I've made that are sitting here, waiting to be sent or given. I often give, I make a little pack up and give my friends for their birthdays. I give them half a dozen cards, and that way they can give them to their friends and share them on. So, alright, so with this, just go straight over the top with the Petulia Pop. And it gives it a nice little rosy colour. Different, no blending, no nothing, just really simple. And it still looks good. Now, the other thing I did do is I didn't do the one for the front, did I? I have to stamp out another one. But how's that? I mean, that makes it so easy. I'll just darken it up a bit. And I can just give a little bit more definition on the lines there. Okay, where the pink went over. How easy is that, guys? Alright, now I do need to stamp another one. I thought there was another one. Silly me. I start my stamping and forget. So, hopefully, well, the sun's out a little bit outside, but I know it's like 16 degrees, which is not as bad as American winters, but it's cold in Melbourne. Okay, a piece of scrap paper I need. Oh, that's a piece of, no, that's a bit of silver. I keep all my scraps over here. Let's see if that will fit that. No, it won't. Alright. I have over here another box of scraps. I keep them everywhere. There you go. And let's do that again. Let's do it on my piece mat so it goes right through nicely because we're going to use this one. Alright, there it goes. We're going to cut this one out with the boss. Let's have a go. Alright, so what are you guys doing that are watching? Where are you? Because it's cold over here. Where are you from? I'm going to take that down. I'll just do the centerpiece there. And I'm going to take that down to my thin, because these blends have got they've got 2 ends, and that's very handy. The big one, as you could see with the Petulia Pop, I could just go straight over and it's still, look at this beautiful rose. I've done cake making in the past, and I've tried to do the roses, but I end up with these big fat roses, so I sort of gave that up and just started doing some novelty cake making. Like I made my husband once a cake that I got a beer can, and I got a piece of wire, you know, and I put the beer can upside down, and then I got the icing and put it around and made a floating beer can cake for his birthday. So I've always loved doing different things. I'm not fantastic at everything, but I like to try. And I found that with my carding, it's something I can do in a quick time. If I want to make a cake, it takes me all day. So, and now that the kids are getting older, now we're down to, at home, the 16-year-olds, on their birthday, I often just buy a big tray cake, because we've got people over for their birthday, and I just buy a big tray cake. And they always share their cakes. They're not worried about sharing their cakes. They're so good. Okay, just give that a little bit more colour to it. Okay, so you can see how easy. Alright, let's get some old olive leaves in here. I'm sure it's old olive. No, it's light, mossy. It's light, mossy meadow. That's like a tongue twister, isn't it? Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay. Better add my other leaves everywhere else. So the blends come in double pack. So for each, this is a light mossy meadow, and there's a dark mossy meadow. So if I wanted to make the stems done here in a dark and stand out the black stamping, like I did with the flower, I put all the red in, and what did I use? Cherry cobbler. So this card is cherry cobbler. The bases are made of that. So I'm going to pop my card base in now to get that out of the road. But we are nearly finished. I just have to stamp this out, and we are done. Cut this out and put the top on, and we are done. How is that for an easy card? That has taken me, I don't even know where the time is. 0.52, that's not right. It's only taken half an hour. Right, I'm just going to chuck this out of the road. And my minis here. Now we are about to rattle the table. That's there, and I need, oh, I know what I forgot there is I'm going to turn it that way, because I've got some little leaves to cut out, don't I? Just when I opened that. So there are all the dies for this. This is the big one, and that's why I have a scrap. Where did I see it? Oh, where did I see the scrap of gold? There it is. Now I'm going to put that on the end there and cut those little leaves out that I put on there. Okay. Yeah, I've got to put that on properly, hadn't I? Up the other way. Okay. Very gently tap it and get it. Now we're on our way. Watch the whole table go shake, rattle and roll. easy is that? And put these away before I lose them. Oh, I'm trying to organise my birthday party with my friends that are coming from New Zealand, and oh, it's so hard. I don't really want to do it and get too old. I suppose it's really the last one I want to celebrate. I don't want none of those bloody 100-year-olds. I'm not there yet. All right, so let's put this beast together. That's our original, and we've got this. So I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to put this on dimensionals, pick it up, oh, right on the back of those beautiful roses. Okay. And this way, and where have I done it? About there? Look right? Yeah, okay. And these have got tiny little leaves. Remember I showed you that trick that you can put just a squizzy on your mat and run them through. Okay, just run that all up and pick it up. And that saves you putting big dots on. I just put dots on, it doesn't matter, because I've learned how to do it. Okay, so that's there. Now we've got those tiny little ones that were hiding from me, and I have cut them to put them on the top. So just under here. So this one is, I'm going to cut that bottom piece off, and I'm going to put a little dot on the bottom of here. Alright. And count 1, 2, 3, stay, and on the top I'm going to just put a little. Now my bows have moved. Stay. And I'm just going to hang that from under there. Now take my dots off. I don't want to use my pick. There we go. Oh, that got a bit much glue. I'll give that with a rub with my little rubber a bit later. Oh, that is why, and turn that up that way, I was correct in that. I was correct in putting those tapes on because it was going to fit on, and I've done that upside down. So where's my tape? So I'm going to redo it on the back. I'm putting 3. That will hold my everything together. Now I've gone a little over. That's easy. I'll show you why. So up from the side. And with the little bits left over, just pop them back on. And that doesn't matter. Alright. See, when I put them on there, I was actually meant to put them straight on there. Now we need to make sure it's straight down here. Right. I've got them off, and we're just gonna might move that one over a bit there. Right. And that is just going to sit in there. And folks, we are done and dusted. Give me a like for that, please. I would love you to like my video. Helps my algorithm. let me be out there occasionally. And all I can say is thank you so much for watching me, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.